told my boss, it ain't no limits.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Second down and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play fake, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Cousins to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Myers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Rolling to his right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 29, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Play action. It's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second and a couple, Cousins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Mark Marquez Valdez-Scantling on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play action. Now Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson will throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime.
McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half.
42, Broncos 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check 26, check 26.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And now here's another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Vikings 56, Broncos 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Wilson down around his goal line. That's going to be caught by Judy. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.